In this video, we are looking at right triangles and trigonometry, and we are going to start by how we name the sides. So here we have a right triangle, and the right triangle is ABC. And to be able to name the sides correctly, we start by identifying the reference position or the reference angle. And our reference angle in this case is A. So it's like you are starting here at A and you are looking across. So we start with the hypotenuse. The longest side is always is called the hypotenuse. That one does not change. And it is opposite the right angle. The side which is right next to you, the one you can touch with your feet, is the adjacent. And the one which is opposite, looking across, is called the opposite side. So knowing how to name a triangle is very important, because using that, now we can be able to write the trigonometric ratios. So here, when you're looking at the sign, you use opposite over hypotenuse. The cosine is given by adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tan is given by opposite over adjacent. And the way to remember this is using SOHCAHTOA. So we are using SOHCAHTOA. Remember, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, and then tan is opposite over adjacent. So here, let's look at some examples to see how we can use that knowledge. If I'm given this triangle right here, and I'm told to find the three ratios, and that means I'm studying, or my reference angle is theta. So when I'm at theta, I can be able to name the sides. That's where you begin. So this is opposite, this is hypotenuse, and this is adjacent. So the sine is going to be 4 over 5. Remember, I'm using SOHCAHTOA. Cosine is going to be 3 over 5. And tan is opposite over adjacent. Remember, always write SOHCAHTOA. That way you keep referencing it. Right there. And now let's look at reciprocal trigonometric functions. And these ones are cosecant. And cosecant is a reciprocal of sine. So it's going to be hypotenuse over opposite. The next one is secant, which is going to be the reciprocal of cosine. And this is going to be hypotenuse over adjacent. Then we have cotangent, which is the reciprocal of tangent, which is adjacent over opposite. So now, let's find the ratios using the same triangle. And how do we do that? So here, again, we can name the sides opposite. This is adjacent. And this is hypotenuse. Remember, cosecant is given by hypotenuse over opposite. So it's going to be 5 over 4. Secant is given by hypotenuse over adjacent. So that's 5 over 3. And then the next one is cotangent, which is given by adjacent over opposite, which is going to be 3 over 4. So here we are told, let theta be an acute angle, find the value of the 5 trig functions. So here, let's start by sketching a triangle so that we can be able to see it. Right triangle, I'll call that theta. And I'm given sine. I know sine is opposite of hypotenuse. So that's opposite, and that's hypotenuse. The first thing I'm going to do is to find the missing side. So I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem, and I'm going to write x squared plus 5 squared is equals to 6 squared. And that means x squared is equals to 36 minus 25, which is equals to 11. So x squared is 11, so x is equals to square root of 11. And I'm just going to write it as square root of 11. And now, when I know that, I can be able to find the other sides. I know sine, so cosine of theta is going to be square root of 11 over 6. And the next one is we're given sine, we have cosine, so let's find tan of theta is equals to opposite over adjacent, so 5 over square root of 11. And remember, you could rationalize these ones. I'm not going to do the rationalization there. Right here, let me just find the reciprocal functions. So I go with cosecant. Let me write the short form, cosecant of theta. That's going to be the reciprocal of the sine, so it's going to be 6 over 5. Then the next one is secant of theta, which is a reciprocal of the cosine. That's going to be 6 over square root of 11. And then we do cotangent of theta, which is going to be the reciprocal of tan, which is going to be square root of 11 over 5. And here, let me just show you how you would leave this in rationalized form. So remember, this one would be, you multiply by square root of 11 over square root of 11. So we get 5 square root of 11. 5 square root of 11 over 11. And this one would be, you multiply by square root of 11, square root of 11. So you get 6 square root of 11 over 11. So you can leave it in rationalized form, and that's how to do it. Let's do this other one here. So here you are given a triangle, and you are given the cotangent value. So I'm just going to use my arrow right there. Cotangent is given by, remember, cotangent is given by what ratio? It's not opposite over adjacent, but adjacent over opposite. So our adjacent is going to be 4, and this is 5. So we can find the missing side by doing 5 squared plus 4 squared. So this is going to be 41. So the hypotenuse is going to be square root of 41. Square root of 41. So now we can write the ratios. So we start with cosine. Cosine of theta is equals to 4 over square root of 41. So then we do sine of theta is equals to 5 over square root of 41. And then let's do tan of theta is equals to 5 over 4. And let's get the other ratios, the reciprocal ratios, reciprocal functions. So here we do secant of theta is equals to square root of 41 over 4. And This one is cosecant of theta. It's just a reciprocal of the square root of 41 over 5, and the cotangent is already given. Remember, when you go to higher classes like calculus, you are going to see that rationalization is not very important. So I'm not going to rationalize those ones.